Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be going over the information we've gotten about Wave 4 without really going into spoilers because there is a lot of spoiler information out there, but I'd rather just talk about the official stuff we've seen and some of the leaked stuff that is unrelated to story spoilers. First of all, the DLC is going to be released on April 5th, so really soon already. They've really put the DLC out super quick for Engage and it's pretty cool, but surprising as well. So in this world, Lumera did seal away someone just the same as in our world. However, she sacrificed her life, is dead, and Alear is also dead in this scenario. So the world's just in a state of war where all the nations are in conflict and are fighting against each other. There is no kind of, peace with just Lucia doing some stuff with a fell dragon. No, the world is just plunged into war. The game is supposedly going to be a lot harder in the DLC, where you will have lots of restrictions due to the fact that you won't be able to choose levels and classes inventories for each map. These will be locked to each one, however you will be able to change the equipped rings and bracelets. Whether you're playing casual or classic, fallen allies will return at the end of a battle, so I'm not too sure what the difference is really. And you will lose the level if Alear, Nell or Nil is defeated at any time. As long as those three survive, it seems you'll be allowed to let any of your units to fall in battle because they'll just return at the end anyway. As it says here on the European website, after completing Chapter 6 and unlocking the ability to transform items using the Ancient Well in the Somniel, visit it to trigger a conversation between Alear and Vanda. From this point, the additional Fell Xenologue story featuring new battles and characters to discover will be accessible. So yeah, just similar to the WoW in terms of the chapter, you just get to Chapter 6, boom, and then you can play the DLC, which is not too late into the game, so that's really nice. It also says new allies. Complete the Fell Xenologue storyline to add characters met during it as allies for the main game. Use their power to help Alear claim the 12 Emblem rings. As we can see, Nell does appear in the Somniel, and it will most likely be similar for Nil and the Four Winds, who I'll discuss in a second. We also see her having a support conversation with Alear, so there's going to be support conversations for the added characters too. Here's some great official art of Nell and Nil. Obviously, Nell can transform into a dragon and Nil cannot, but they both have fell blood. And here's another cool piece of art with Tamara and Ivy facing off against Nell. By completing the DLC, you will receive the new classes and some items that are described on the European website. In terms of items, it says complete the Fell Xenologue storyline to receive the following items as a reward: Mystic Satchel, Mage Cannon, HP Tonic, Strength Tonic, Dexterity Tonic, Speed Tonic, Standard Blast, Magic Blast, Venom Blast, and then some books and seals. These blasts are related to the new Mage Cannoneer class, which we saw in Veronica's level in the DLC of Wave 3, where they had a huge cannon with huge range. I'm not sure if we'll have as big range when we're using it, but it may be the case, and it seems like a very strong ability just to have basically bolting / meteor constantly to having the large Mage Cannon, but we'll have to wait and see what it's like. Complete the Fell Xenologue storyline to access Enchanter and Mage Cannoneer. And the Mystic Satchel and Mage Cannon items are there to change the unit's classes to them. So they have new seal type thing. You can't just use a normal seal, it would seem. We did see the Enchanter previously too in Soren's DLC level. Here's an image of the Enchanter class. And here's an image of the Mage Cannoneer. So we know that all the characters are going to have different personalities in this world. We will of course be fighting against the opposite personality versions, however we know we'll be able to use the units from our current playthrough or just as in the normal versions of all the characters from the story, so they'll be facing off against each other as we see in the trailer. And I think it'll be really weird to hopefully see some kind of conversations between them, but maybe not. And the one that is most hilarious and obvious from this screenshot that we've seen is Saline, where instead of just giving you a lovely greeting and asking you for tea, she says, "With the might of the Prince of Scattering Flowers, we shall paint their flowers red with blood." So yeah, little switch up for her personality. But I am kind of loving this version of Saline. Here are the 4 wings. Well, one of them is missing, as you can see. Out of these 3, it definitely looks like Gregory has gone through the biggest change, which was obviously previously Gris. And we've got Zephyr as Celestia and Marnie as Madeline. Gregory seems to be very kind of skittish and not sadistic at all, unlike Gris. And I assume Celestia is going to be nicer, and I'm not too sure what the differences are between Marnie and Madeline, as we haven't gotten that many clips for her in the trailer. They didn't seem that dissimilar, but we'll just have to see. And of course, the one who's gone through the most change is Morvia, because damn, he looks so different. I can't believe the changes he's gone through. Wow. Incredible. Here's an image of all 4 of them together. So we will be able to use them as playable characters in the DLC. To show that the world is sort of a flipped reality with the personalities being opposite, the actual map has been flipped and we can see Firene being in the east this time rather than the west. My prediction for the kind of end of the story is that Nil is going to be really jealous or have another reason akin to that to turn evil, and then will betray us and become the final boss. And they'll be sort of like Elphic, where they transform into some kind of abomination or something like that. That's not from me looking at the leaks, that's just kind of my prediction. So could be completely wrong, but that's just what I'm guessing. Alright, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope that cleared up what's going to be happening with the DLC for you. If there's anything I missed, again, as always, let me know in the comments, and have a lovely rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Bye.